Hi, it's Gwyneth here on a fabulous Feel Good Friday, helping you to feel good about being you so that you go into that next interview proud and confident about your achievements, so that you can sell yourself and really sock it to the hiring panel that you are the best person for the job. Building strong working relationships in an international environment, allowing other people to have their opinions instead of climbing up the wall because they drive you absolutely crazy. Now, when it comes to identity, this is one of the reasons that people get stressed out, because they're trying to be different things to different people. Now, of course, you might be a parent at home, you might be somebody different at work, you're going to be somebody different again when you go out with your friends, and you'll be somebody different again when you're spending time on your own, doing some sports, reading a book, or just watching the television. But the problems begin to occur, and again, it's around this time of year when we're heading up to Christmas, when you start pushing yourself too far into a specific identity. Now, Christmas, I love Christmas. I appreciate not everybody loves Christmas, and yet there are people, as we're moving towards the holiday season, they start getting really stressed out because I should be feeling happy. I should be celebrating. I should be out having a party. In general, when there are happy celebrations that lots of other people assume should be happy, they can have a massive impact on your identity. Getting married, that's another thing. It should be the happiest day of my life. Everybody's telling you they're so happy for you. And yet inside, some people have this awful crunching thing going on, because although you've fallen in love with this person, you've been engaged with this person, you've agreed to spend the rest of your life with this person, inside there's still this thing saying, what about me? What's happening to me? Becoming a parent, another occasion where people will say, the happiest day of my life, or the best thing that ever happened to me was having my children. But I know for a fact that many parents go into absolute meltdown because it's like, I'm a parent now. And inside there's that little voice saying, what about me? Let's think of something else. Going to work, getting a new job. You go in there with that big smile, you're so happy, you're so proud, you're so excited to have the new job, and you're part of the team. And then after a few weeks, when you realise that maybe it's not quite as exciting as you thought it was going to be, and the ideology gets a little bit tarnished, this little voice starts saying, what about me? So what can you do? Like I said, especially as we're heading towards the holiday season, and some people just feel under so much stress and so much pressure about having to have a nice time, sit with a family, be happy, go to parties, all of those things. Well, the first thing to do is to stop thinking about it, because the way your brain functions, the neocortex, the abstract part of your mind that is responsible for your thoughts, for your thinking processes, it's a rational, logical process when you're thinking about it. But you're talking about an emotional state. Your emotional intelligence cannot be solved by a rational thinking thought process. You have to get it out of your brain in some way. Now, that might involve speaking to somebody that you really trust, who's not going to judge you, who's not going to give you advice even, just allow you to get it off your chest, just to speak about it. That sometimes helps people. Another great way is to just write it down. You don't have to send that note to anything. It doesn't have to be a beautiful journal, beg your pardon. It can be a scrap of paper that you then flush down the toilet or put on the fire or eat because you don't want anybody to see it. That's another way of getting it out of your brain. Another brilliant way of actually just releasing this pressure and this stress is something called emotional freedom technique, or tapping. And there is Brad Yates on YouTube. He has hundreds of videos about dealing with specific emotions. So you just type Brad Yates into your internet search engine and the emotion that you're feeling, and you will find something. I'll also put a link in the comments with this video to Brad Yates' wizard page on YouTube. The most important thing for you to understand is that if you feel that your identity is starting to suffer, if you really feel that you are being coerced or pressured into being somebody you're not, don't wait until it's too late. Because although I'm smiling and it's fabulous Feel Good Friday, this is actually very, very serious. If you continue to repress your personality, if you continue to repress your identity, or you're trying too hard to be somebody that you are not, because you want to fit in, because you want to be loved, because you don't want to be seen as an outsider, at some point, the only person you're going to end up hurting is actually you. And sometimes it's worth the risk of hurting somebody else's feelings to look after your well-being. So there we are. I'm going to be talking more about these kind of negative things as we go up to the holidays, because I know that a lot of people really do get very, very stressed out. But don't let a happy event or Christmas, don't let any of those events be your identity thief. Love yourself. And on that note, I wish you a fabulous Feel Good Friday, an amazing weekend. Loads of love, and bye for now.